I'm Andrew McLean, and we're in the Wasatch Backcountry to talk about one of the most important aspects of ski mountaineering, which is route finding. So this is not a great route finding choice for backcountry skiing. This is a deep, steep gully, and it's also known as a terrain trap. And this is often, gullies like this are often the path of least resistance going up something. But if you're inside of one of these and you get a big slide coming down, it's going to be magnified by the time you get to the bottom. So gullies, for the most part, should be avoided or treated very suspiciously. A slope like this is very inviting and tempting because you could easily see your way up. You can cut a bunch of really nice low-angle switchbacks if you'd like. But from a safety standpoint, it's not great because you've got really steep terrain at the top. You can see there's some trees that have been taken out by avalanches. You've also got a telltale cornice, meaning that it's probably been wind loaded there. So it's much better if you can to get up onto the ridge rather than try to work your way up through terrain like this. And route finding, in the backcountry sense, is also synonymous with safety, avalanche safety specifically. And because of that, I really like to find ridges such as this, because ridges kind of give you the high ground. You're up out of the avalanche terrain. You can look around on both sides. You can kind of get an idea of what the big picture is. You're not in the run-out zones. But there's a trick with ridges. One of them is that ridges tend to get a lot of these cornices. You don't want to get too close to a cornice or the thing can collapse and break off. Going up a ridge line can be harder as far as skinning and making it up, but it's much safer. And you need to keep in mind that you need to walk kind of a fine line between getting too close to the edge of a cornice or too far into the avalanche-prone slope. But I always look for ridges. That's my all-time favorite way to get up a slope in the backcountry. Another thing I really like about ridges is that they form a very effective handrail. And a handrail is something that is useful when you're out in weather where you really can't see where you are, you can't get the big picture. So if you're following a ridge and you wonder exactly how high you are on the ridge, you know you're on the ridge, but you can look at a topo map, easily identify the ridge, then look at your altimeter on your watch or your phone and say, okay, I'm on this ridge, I'm at 9,500 feet, and it's very easy to locate where you are. And cornices are known as the bombs of the backcountry. You're up on high ground, you're in a safe spot, hopefully, and it gives you an opportunity to stomp on a cornice and see if anything avalanches. So yet another reason to go up ridge lines. If you're out in rolling terrain and you have trees in the area you're skiing, I really like to skin around trees, especially if you can't see where you're going, because if you have a great big tree like this, that's usually a pretty good indication that there's not a big avalanche path above you if you can't see what's up there. So skinning around trees, skinning through trees, is a nice, safe way to move around. A really important concept on higher danger days, such as today, where the avalanche danger is building, is to look at your entire route that you're thinking of heading up and really be aware of just those little sections, that little 1% or 5% sections that have no safe avenue up them. In this case, we're looking at a slope behind us that there is no safe way to go up this in elevated avalanche danger. So you've come all the way up this nice safe valley, you've gone through the trees, you've stuck on ridge lines, and you want to make it up to the summit, but there's just this one little chunk that separates you from the summit, and it's almost guaranteed that that's where the avalanche is going to occur. So if you're looking at doing a bigger objective, it helps to look at a map and maybe take a more circuitous, longer route that's going to be 100% safe to make it up if you have the option, rather than trying to force your way through a smaller, more dangerous section.